Hello and welcome to another video, and it's Sunday, the 7th of October 2018, and today we're in Oakengates and we're outside the Wakes building, Oakengates Town Council. Communities coming together. Over here got some local information. But yeah, today we're going to have a walk around Oakengates Town Centre. Introduce you to Oakengates in the same way I did with Wellington, Madeley. Now, this over here, of course, is the place, which is the local theatre, basically. And if you love your local theatre of any kind and performances, then all major, well, this is basically a place to come. You got local events, you got major events, you got various comedians like Dermot O'Brien. He comes here every so often. You've got Children's Centre here, a library, a gallery, learning zone, cafe. Town council sort of do their business here as well. Also got a new cafe opening. Yeah. But no, I have come to the Place Theatre a couple of times to watch a couple of performances, and once we even had a wrestling event going on here, All Stars Wrestling, and came here with a friend of mine, Mavis. It was it was not as good as I'd hoped it to be, but it was still rather entertaining watching the wrestling. So it's panto season, or will be soon. So we've got Cinderella going on here at the theatre. Yeah, if you like the pantos, you're going to love that. Now you got the Bon Jovi experience coming here as well. Nice one. I have to look into that. Oh yeah, it's a tribute act for John Bon Jovi. So if you like your tribute acts and you like John Bon Jovi, that's definitely worth looking into. Yeah, no, whenever you visit Oakengates, definitely worth coming by the Place Theatre, because there's always something of interest going on here. Star Cafe. I'm told this is a really nice cafe, to be honest. Very nice place, so when it's open, it'll be worth checking out. Something different tattoo shop. I've never actually been in there. Don't really know much about the kind of tattoos they do, but maybe worth checking out anyway if you like your tattoos. Yeah, it's all pretty quiet today because, well, it is a Sunday. Figured it'd be a Sunday would be the best day of the week to do this. So yeah, got Oakengates bus stop here. From here you can get buses to anywhere in Telford, anywhere between Madeley to Montgomery to Dorley, Telford Town Centre. So yeah, got Oakengates United Church. And over that way we've even got a Sikh centre, a Sikh community centre. So they do a really big thing for the local community, and I think every year there's a big Sikh festival and parade happening in Oakengates. So I've never actually attended that parade, but from what I understand, it's a beautiful, colourful event. That's just an amazing thing to be part of and see. So yeah, I think it's that building in front of us. So yeah, see more of Oakengates that way. No, it didn't. I'll be honest, I like Oakengates. It's one of my favourite parts of Telford. And it's also one of the most well connected parts of Telford. Not only have you got the bus station here, which I've just told you about, but you've also just around the corner got the train station as well, which connects you to anywhere you want to go, as long as you can get there by train. So yeah. Okay, up that way is St George's. We're not going to go that way just yet, but no, it's not often I go to St George's, if at all. But it's a really nice place, and we'll go exploring up there another time. So it's going to be good. Over here, basically, yeah, basically like the other end of this road is the train station along that way. So, yeah, but we're not going to go that way, we're going to go back this way to have an explore. So here we are. The main part of Oakengates. Yeah, it's like a bus station that way, which we were a minute ago. Now I just want to point out 3 of my favourite locations. The old Fighting Cocks, okay, we've got the Crown Inn over there, and the Station Hotel. Now, I'll be honest, these are 3 of my most favourite pubs in all of Telford, and they're right here next door to each other in Oakengates. So, if you're coming to Telford and you want to have a night out on a Friday or Saturday night, visiting a few pubs, then definitely get yourself to Oakengates and come to the station, the Crown Inn, and the Old Fighting Cocks. They are definitely the 3 best pubs in all of Telford. Definitely all of Oakengates, and also all of Telford overall. So I always visit at least one of these 3 pubs when I come to Oakengates, especially when I'm having a drink with my friends. So yeah. Duke of York's, well, it's okay, but it's not one of my favourites. I'll be honest. Yeah, but Oakengates is pretty much straightforward, and yeah, just have an explore up this way. Yeah, right in front of us is the Salvation Army Centre and building, where they do whatever it is the Salvation Army do. But yeah, it's an important landmark, that one is. So, back down this way. Yeah, no, on face value, Oakengates is what it is. It's a straightforward, simple town, but it's full of really decent, amazing people. Some of the best people you'll ever wish to meet live right here in Oakengates.
No, she's...
I mean, I know it doesn't look like it now, but Oakengates is one of the oldest parts of Telford. I mean, in fact, Oakengates as a town itself existed for decades, if not centuries, before Telford even existed. So there is a considerable amount of local history going on in Telford. Well, in Oakengates specifically, but yeah. Got a Gregson subway over there. Yeah, Oakengates Indoor Shopping Centre right here. Nice little hidden gem and treasures in there. So if you like your random treasure hunting, then that's a worth place going to. Back up that way is where the train station's located at. And over there you got Stacey's second-hand corner. So that's a proper little treasure trove of coolness over there. And you got this sign here telling you a bit about Oakengates. Welsh words, I imagine. Oakengates and Watling Street. Us Khan was the name given to the valley which now contains Oakengates and owes its origins to the language of ancient Brythonic people, Britons. It came from Ouse, meaning water lake, and Khan, meaning the convergence of two more streams. Gate, Old Norse for boundary or road was later added by the Normans, and Oakengates became Oakengates, which over time morphed into Oakengates. So this sort of sign tells you a bit of a... Hello, how are you?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
Hello. So yeah, that sign talks a bit about the history of Oakengates and where the name Oakengates comes from. So yeah, but at the moment we're gonna have an explore over here, because yeah, there's something else I want to show off over here somewhere. Right, we're now at Hadley Road, and that way eventually takes you down to Trench and Hadley, but we're going to have a look over here instead. Welcome to Harts Hill Park. The park was built with money from the Miners' Welfare Fund. Initially, a colliery spoil heap was levelled in the 1920s to create the park. The site was improved for the benefit of the miners and their community. Miners' welfare parks are an important reminder of the areas where mining took place. Miners' welfare schemes were administered by the Central Miners' Welfare Committee and district committees. They were funded from a levy of 1d per tonne of coal mined, after the Miners' Welfare Statute of 1920. The war memorial gates were accepted by... Yeah, so this tells you a bit about the park and what it is. But no, as I was saying a minute ago, there's a lot of local history going on with Oakengates, and some of it's really interesting. I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know much about the history of Oakengates, but it is still a very important town within Telford. And yeah, it's just very, very much worth looking into. So every year there's a carnival happening here at Harts Hill Park, and yeah, if you like your carnivals, if you can, very much worth visiting here. In fact, everything about Oakengates is definitely worth visiting. Like I said a minute ago, it's a very well connected town. It's a very nice community going on here, and it just so happens to have the three best pubs, or three of my favourite pubs, right next door to each other. It's amazing. And it's got such a beautiful park going on here as well, so. And it's just beautiful. So, I think I'll end this video here. But yeah, at the end of the day, welcome to Oakengates.